TV Radio, the pathfinder for radio. Elegbete TV Radio, we dare to lead. Elegbete TV Radio, redefining broadcasting. Listen.
Hello, everybody. What's up, people? My name is Timmy Dakolo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Stay tuned.
And that's all, folks. It's Elegbete TV Radio. Follow us on social media at Elegbete TV Radio.
Mesdemoiselles, mesdames et messieurs, je vous dis bonsoir. Je m'appelle Fomama Clément et ce soir, je suis avec Elegbete sur Elegbete TV Radio.
You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio. This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the pathfinder for radio. Elegbete TV Radio, we dare to lead. Elegbete Radio, redefining broadcasting. Listen.
Right, come on in and welcome to the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. It's the Easter Friday edition of the show. So many things are going to go down in the football world this weekend, just as the Lord and Savior for the Christian religion, Jesus Christ, went down on a Friday and resurrected on Sunday. Is it Sunday or Monday? I don't know. It's 3 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, whatever it is, Sunday. Yeah. And Arsenal will be looking to kill the spirit of their ghost of defeat, that deja vu feeling that always make them go to Anfield and lose. The last time Arsenal won at Anfield was 2012, and it's been 11 years in the Premier League that Arsenal have not won a Premier League game at Anfield. Is this the weekend where they kill that ghost, bury it, and on the third day rise up victoriously as winners at Anfield? And that win will obviously send a message to the whole world that yes, Arsenal is serious. This is the month of the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. But then some other people also believe that it is the month that announces the death of Arsenal title run, because Arsenal have got some of the craziest games to play this month. Not to make it even worse, Graham Potter have been fired and Frank Lampard have been employed. Guess what? Frank Lampard is part of the coaches that Arsenal will play in this window, as Arsenal will play Chelsea, Arsenal will play Liverpool starting on Sunday, Arsenal will play against Man City later part of the month. But the truth is, can Arsenal override all of this? Well, there has been talk this morning. I have read up Frank Lampard's uncle saying on TalkSport that Frank Lampard does have a chance. And then the bookmakers from Ladbrokes have also said that there is a high chance that somehow, somewhere in the midst of all of this conversation, Frank Lampard is plotting. That's why he's brought the army. He's brought the guys who have been to Chelsea, who have been at Chelsea, done that. He's brought in John Terry, he's brought in Joko, brought in a crew, actually Cole as well, brought in the Cole guys to come and cool down the place and make sure that they go for it. And I hear a little birdie told me, whispered in my ear earlier this morning, actually sent me a message. And it said, this is the whole idea. That the English press have heard me speak louder and clear that English coaches cannot win the Premier League. So the English media is working overtime to make sure there is an English coach in a big club that have plenty of money. That's why they engineer the Graham Potter to Chelsea. Now again, Frank Lampard and his English coaches, backroom staff are back again, and the English media are willing to push this agenda for as long as he gets the result to make sure he stays. That's a Chelsea. You feel comfortable that guy is the guy that will take you into next season. Let's not forget that there is the double header in the UEFA Champions League against Real Madrid, and Real Madrid all of a sudden have found the avalanche of goals. There are only two things that's going to happen. Taking the Liverpool example, since Liverpool beat Manchester United 7-0, they find it very, very hard to score goals or win games. So it's we could also argue that probably scoring 10 goals or 11 goals now in 2 games, Real Madrid may have thrown away all their goals, and then they come to play against Chelsea over 2 legs, and Chelsea just win them. Hey, it's possible. This is football. Nothing can be taken away from football. But having said that, let me also say this. They lose to Real Madrid over 2 legs. Everybody say, yeah, the team wasn't doing well. It doesn't really matter. He just needs to have a run. And you know the beautiful thing about Frank Lampard right now? Frank Lampard goes on a run of winning all the remaining games and then qualify. Even if it is for the Conference League, it will be seen as a success. I'm already setting the plot for every Chelsea fan who are out there. This is how the English press will see it and say the club was in disarray, the club was dying, the club was desolate, the management was not good, the organizational structure was zero, and then Lampard came in, brought leadership, brought passion, brought zest. Those are the words that you would hear in the coming days. I'm preparing your mind. Yeah, and then when that happened, would you be okay, comfortable with Frank Lampard being the guy who would, marshal the club to pre-season, go to the US on tour, come back? If they can go to Australia or China, anywhere they want to go. I don't think they want to go to China right now. Okay, China is plotting the fall of the major powers of the world, and England people will always align with America, and they will fall together. They will the dollar will crumble. America, will crumble eventually. Not now, maybe like in 20 years time or 10 years time. And then they will go together. Yes, they say I'm putting this on social media. It will affect me. Yeah, I know that YouTube is American-owned company, but let's speak the truth. Now, would you be comfortable with Frank Lampard being your coach going forward? Because as it is, if Frank Lampard does well, the media will make it possible for the management to cool down interest on Luis Enrique, probably Julian Nagelsmann, and the ammunitions they already have. How do you, as Chelsea, go and look for a coach that was not good enough for Bayern? How do you, as Chelsea, go for a Luis Enrique that does not have a club job for a very long time and went to the national team and is considered a flop? Come on, why? Frank Lampard is the man. If you give him a chance and give him the right support, he just might do well. The last time he coached the team, they were under transfer ban. So this time around, let's give him the tools and the materials and the support that he needs. He just might do well. That's the way the conversation will be. Would Napoli immediately bounce back this weekend after being beaten at home at the Maradona? Oh, Jesus Christ. It's in line with me anyway. But hey, it's football. This things happen. You have to take it. Well, what's your take on all of this? What other talking points you want us to talk about? Spurs are trying to show that they can make it into the top 4. They are not in the top 4 right now, but they want to make it into the 4. So they're begging Everton, please get a draw at Man United or beat Man United, and then let's see what we can do now. But can they save themselves? Because they play against Brighton, and Brighton does look like a team who's also eyeing a spot in that top 4. What says you in all of the talking about? Today is Easter, so I don't really have news for you. I want you to give me news. Give me story. Let's talk about stories that are going on. Somebody said, what my take on Ladaboso inviting the Doma United player? I don't know. I don't have his birth certificate. I wasn't there when he was born. I can't determine how old he is. I know that for some people, suffering make some people look older. When they begin to live well. If you go and look Victor Osimhen's picture pre-under 17 and look at him now, it seems to be aging backward. Even the fine boy of Nigerian football, one of the finest footballers we've had, Jude Odiegale, if you go and look at his pictures from back in the day, look at him now, it seems to be looking younger. So there's a possibility. Let's even look at us in the media. Let's go back and look at my brother Omar Katuba, or look at myself. Some days ago. Was I that? You see us that were aging backward. So it could be that the players, they are old because they're suffering, not necessarily because they have aged, if you know what I mean. But hey, you believe who you want to believe, whose report do you believe, I don't care. But let's just focus on this and then take the story, the conversation one step at a time. Where do you belong in all of this conversation? Who do you believe? What's going to happen? Well, Real Madrid are still plotting to sign Arsenal's manager, Mikel Arteta. Whether you like it or not, it is true. That conversation is there. All those guys say, oh, Arteta is from Barcelona, is from Catalonia. He will not go. Not be everybody they keep my list. Not be everybody they inherit village my list. That's why Igbo people go see marry Yoruba and Hausa. Forget the war. Forget the civil war. When love comes up, love comes up. Leave all this obedient and political talk. On Saturday, tomorrow, go to the registry. You will see Okafor is marrying Bolanle, and you will see Ungozi is marrying Salami. It is what it is, right? So let's push the conversation forward. What does an Arsenal win at Anfield do to their title chance? Because this is the month that decides it. Arsenal goes through this month unscattered. There is not a team in this world. There is not a team in this world. No devil in the pit of hell. Let me talk like Nigeria Pentiraska pastors. There is no devil from the pit of hell. Kabaya, Sekebrogodus, that can ever stop them from winning the title. Yeah, that's how they do it now. Is that not how they do it in your churches? Why are you guys looking at me like I'm talking upside down? Well, and it's come to my notice that Nigeria does not have a goalkeeper. Yes, I agree. What do we do to get a goalkeeper? Is it going to be a bad thing if the media go out there, search for goalkeepers, suggest it to the NFL, to the national team, the coach Jose Pesero, or let's just stand aside and watch and let the coach do his job, earn his money? What do you suggest we do? Well, before we do all of that, let's look at some of the headlines, some of the stories that are making the headlines, and then I'll give you some of the transfer speculations that are there, and then we'll come back and I'll read your messages, and we'll just judge you on all the conversation, the talking point that I brought. Remember, my name still is Idafi Manchester, and you love to call me the Elevator on a spot. Todd Boehly has spent 11 months exploding Chelsea and stripping away his intellectual core. And Frank Lampard is the human shield by which he now chooses to protect himself. That's now attack on the map. I wonder why British people are attacking Boehly. You guys unpick this guy to plot a coup, rape on a club that is progressing very well because somebody is a friend of Vladimir Putin. God, the thing that is coming, you people will get what is coming your way. You British and American people, you will get what is coming your way. First up, British people, you started by Brexit, right? You will get what is coming your way. The one will walk camera. My mother used to say, if you go on looking for what is not missing, you will find something that is missing eventually. Don't worry. Oli Watkins in talks with Aston Villa over a new contract to make him one of their highest earner after his stunning goal story run impressed boss Unai Emery. But then there's also talk that Arsenal wanted to sign him and Spurs also wants to sign him. What would you advise Oli Watkins? Should he stay at Aston Villa or should he make the move? It does look like if they qualify for Europe, he should stick with them because listen, Unai Emery know how to win the UEFA Europa Cup. It took a ragtag, disjointed, crazy, rubbish, shitty Arsenal team to the finals of the Europa Cup. Forget whatever you think. That team was shit. I'm an Arsenal fan, and I know I hardly call Arsenal, but that team was shit. Yes, look at that team carefully. A team that have Aubameyang, a never-do-well guy, on the front line, on the left-hand side, Lacazette, a man who's not ambitious in the center, and one guy called Nicolas Pepe. Nicolas Sanogo Pepe, the worst football player ever in the history of football. If you find anyone better, even my dog, Brandy, back in the day, plays ball better than Nicolas Pepe. Even my foul, Bekele, plays football better than that Yeye player. And then that team had Mesut Ozil. Now let me talk about Mesut Ozil a bit. There is the Mesut Ozil, the untouchable, the unplayable, the one who sees things that other people don't see. The one who had the Spirit of the Lord upon him. The one who, because of him, they sang the song, when the Spirit of the Lord is upon my life, I will pass like Mesut Ozil. Yes, that's the guy. But after winning the World Cup, the Spirit of the Lord, like in the Bible, departed. and the child was born, and they named the child Ichabod, for the glory have departed. That's the one Unai Emery coached. That's the one Mikel Arteta inherited. That guy cannot pass to save his life, neither can he play football. He doesn't even know what the number 10 does. It was like the final years of a guy called the Russian assassin who became the Arsenal war gecko. His name is Andrei Arshavin. And then you have in midfield Granit Xhaka, that Granit Stone Xhaka, not this one, not this born again Christian, good, well behaved, good attitude, goal scoring, fantastic guy. That one was a terrorist. He was a rebel. He was a prodigal son at the point of exit, not the point of return. He was a problem to his family. He was the one that always makes sure if Arsenal is winning, he makes sure Arsenal loses the game. That was the guy they had. And they had one guy who was a member of Ake Apopo family. His name is what's it called? Torreira. Yes, Lucas Torreira. And then in defense, we had a Bellerin who had slowed down. We had what's the guy in the middle? Those guys in the middle again. Jesus Christ, Arsenal was really shit. We had Chambers. We have holdings. The people they were not holding, they didn't have shareholdings at the time. We have Chambers and holdings, Chambers and commerce, whatever we had. We also had one guy, Gabriel Paulista. Where was that guy? I don't know all those people where they came from to come and stay. They were like the Amalekites. They were always troublesome. They were always a problem to themselves, not to talk about others. They were like the Sadducees and the Pharisees. That was the thing he had. And he took them to the finals of the UEFA Europa Cup. Okay? Then Arteta came in and inherited that team, and he said, Jesus Christ. Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. Yeah, now this weekend, I Jesus said that, Hey, how did I put myself in this mess? Where did this mess come from? I was watching them from Etihad, and I thought they were good. And I came in, Mustafi, the only defender in football history to mark a referee. Mark the referee tight. Hold the referee two nickel like this. Mustafi. There's a guy called Socrates, your papa don't lose. Hi. See, it's easier when they don't come and tell me that the show is not running well. If it's not running well, you have problem. It's not me. Hey, there was a guy called Socrates. You know, when your name is Socrates, you should be intelligent. You have no business being unintelligent. But the Arsenal version of Socrates, your papa don't lose. That's his papa's name. That should have already told us something. Mustafi, cause own goal. And then they interviewed him and he said, I am a World Cup winner. Oh, Yakim Low, how did you do that to us? Arsenal don't suffer. How did we get there? There is not a single player in Arsenal that you can even wish there was a guy called Ashley Maitland-Niles where people were having even Unwa Mbisaka from Anambra, from Umbise, we were having Ashley Maitland-Niles. Where people were having even Hammerhead of Horror. What's his name? Maguire. We were having Mustafi. Yeah, your papa don't lose. Those are the players we had. And thank God from the land of La Foya Roya. He came in and gradually cut the chains, broke the chains. Shackles off my feet, now I can dance. Yeah, give us a new song. I just want to praise it. Yeah. But we're going to a place that Arsenal normally go to. And then Arsenal had one guy who is fine. The girls love him, like Maduka Okoye. But that guy, you can be leading 4-0 and you know that is a calamity, is is the hand of Esau, but the voice of Jacob. His name is David Luiz. Fine boy, good hair. He looked very like in the game, but he's not in the game. He give it everything. And then who was our goalkeeper? One time it was Peter Cech. The rotten one, because there is the good one that was at Chelsea, and then the one that is Spirit. Chelsea actually sent him to come and destroy us. It was a double agent. And when he finished destroying us, he went to go and become a football director at Chelsea. You can see that they sent him to come and destroy us. And then we brought one goalkeeper, the one that I would never forgive in my life. His name is Benello. Benelo's my problem with Benello or whatever Nello or whatever his name is he does not know how to get out of that bus 18. No matter the ball, they come up for bus 18. He could stand there like a tree that is planted by the rivers of water. He they move that shall not be moved, like Mount Zion that can never be moved. That's how the guy was. Hey, but Jesus, people could not rock our head by internet. They come and say, "I can't do it. You can't do like this." What did I want? I be goalie now. I be goalie. Wait till I expect. Thank God for Teta, a man with wisdom. He came in and he brought one guy who's been at the club for 10 years, like the man by the pool of Bethesda for 37 years. Jesus came and made him whole. He brought the guy, Emiliano Martinez. Now, they put the man in goal, and then the rest, as is history, as Arsenal won the FA Cup, and then the man became a serial winner, won the Copa America, and also won the World Cup and had a golden golden hand, best goalkeeper. But he put out there, things like this. So what are we saying this Easter Friday? Everything goes. This is the day to look. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. If YouTube will not ban me, I would have played I Got a Feeling, but I cannot play it because this channel will be taken down. Because today's gonna be a good day, but if it's not going to play, I'm going to talk. And talking is also good. If you're not feeling good, it's not me. Maybe Buhari is your problem. It's definitely not me. If the thing why they talk so they impress you, they excite you, I am not your problem. And I'm not going to stop. I'll talk for the next 1 hour, go home, watch TV with my children, enjoy the Easter, tell them many stories of me and my mom and my younger ones who used to do Easter compared to what we're doing right now. Okay? We'll cook together and play together. That's the way it works. We used to say that the family that pray together, live together. We used to pray a lot in my house. We don't live together. We won't kill ourselves with prayer. If we pray, if not prayer, now we be pray. We dey pray. We dey pray. We dey pray. Just dey pray. They pray, they go. We still praying. And that's now my family. I tell them say prayer and then they make person rich. That's why I don't they don't come and talk to me about prayer at all. Don't try it. Two things you can never convince me about: prayer and fasting. Don't try it. Take it somewhere else. Don't even try it at all. Success is a product of service and product. Now they make person get money. That'll be prayer. All the prayer, look at church where all the prayer band leader are poor people. But that's another topic for another day. Let's get in on the conversation around football. Smiles better. Chelsea stars and Frank Lampard beamed through the caretaker manager's first training section back at Cobham since returning to the club following Graham Potter's sacking. I don't tell you now, the agenda started. Waiting on side football with smiling. Ismail Assar not win Ballon d'Or. In case you don't know, because that's why it does say smiley. You can't like say if you smile now, you think Ismail Assar. He smile finish, he don't win Ballon d'Or. Okay? One player win and they smile at all. He don't win everything. His name is N'Golo Kante. Frank Lampard is confirmed as Chelsea new interim manager and vows I will give fans what they want. What do the fans want? After boos for Graham Potter, but says it's not unfinished business. Okay, let us see. The happiest person in this appointment is Mason Man because they've already told him before, hey, Mason, go and find your bricklayer. Go to another place. I know a lot of you don't understand what I mean. When I say Mason, go and find a bricklayer. Brick and mortar is a Mason job, okay? In case you don't know, that's what I mean. It's not just say, what's that again? But then Mason Man now believe that Frank Lampard can resurrect the dry bone, okay? He can make the possible possible. Even my able people in Imbisi, Enugu, and Abia, everywhere, Umuaya, even Abakaliki, they said it. Omeri possibility, possible. Omeri possibility. Jehovah Nisi. Omeri possibility. I don't know Omeri. I don't understand. Omeri name na Shakiri Wodu. But let's keep it going. Let's see. Yeah, so it's not Kylian Saint-Germain. This news broke yesterday and it shattered the internet completely. Like I don't get it. Kylian Mbappe, I cannot argue that you're not a good player. But let me say it here now and again, Kylian Mbappe, you are not even the best French player that we've ever seen. Nobody in this world can convince me that you are better than Zidane. Nobody can convince me that you are better than Thierry Henry. You might be better later. Nobody can also convince me that you are better than even Eric Cantona. I mean, they talk about all Michel Platini. The way you did, they see yourself. I mean, I know they like humble people, but I'm going to beg you, humble yourself. You're overdoing it. It's not Kylian Saint-Germain. It's Paris Saint-Germain. Mbappe hits out at his own club after they featured him prominently in clip promoting PSG season ticket, which Lionel Messi and Neymar were not included in, as Star says he wasn't informed before video content. Okay, so to him, if you're not putting Neymar and Messi in this video, why are you putting me? Why is my video there? You didn't take permission, but I'm paying you freaking salaries. Like, okay, now if I'm paying people salaries and I want to use their voice to promote a content on my radio station, I should now go and take their permission first. Man, nigga, please, try and make me understand. They will soon remind you that you're Cameroonian and you're not France. That's the play. That's the play. Oh, they play. You will soon know. Don't worry. They will soon tell you that the World Cup, they won it for you, not be you winner for them. And then the Champions League where you never win, they will still remind you what it means in your career. Okay, they measure yourself with Messi and with Neymar there. Sorry for you. Richarlison goes full kit at Wembley as the Tottenham star shows his support for Brazil in their women's finalissima against England, with Serena Williams Lioness taking on the Copa America winners. Yes, since I cannot get to play for Spurs, let me go and dress up and support the women team. Real Madrid may be trailing Barcelona in La Liga, but Carlo Ancelotti's side at the Ultimate Cup team, Frank Lampard, will need to find a way to contain the dual threat of Vinicius and Benzema in what could be baptism fire. Now, this is what I hate in this story. People make it look like it is just Vinicius and Benzema. Meanwhile, there is an old man in this team that nobody's talking about. This man is the only player that has aged finer than any other player after 30. Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo have done that, but this guy, I mean, I'm talking of normal human, but I'm not talking of two extraterrestrial beings. Okay, that man is Luka Modric. He orchestrates in that middle, in that place, in the place where the principalities and powers gather. Okay, the agent of Pesha, where they gather, where they block your prayers. That is where you operate. It is like the biblical two-edged sword, divided thought from intent and bones from marrows and all that thing. They know the measure now. Hey, Chelsea, while you should watch out for Vinicius Jr. and Benzema, look out for the guy who pulled the strings behind them. Well, in Italy, Juventus supporters recently abused Romelu Lukaku, but again, there is another story that Juventus are planning to sign the guy on. I don't know how true that is, but let me give you some transfer speculations and rumor. We're close to the window now. The window is not far away. In 2 months' time, people will be moving from left, right, from back and center. Chelsea have contacted former manager and current Roma boss. I'm not telling her yesterday. I said the next name we'll hear in this conversation is Jose Mourinho. People say, it's not possible. About returning for a third spell in charge of Stamford Bridge. How confused can the confusion in Chelsea get? This is worse now. Mourinho has also received a 120 million euros, 105 million pounds offer to coach in Saudi Arabia for 2 years. Coach Ayebe, where are you? Please go and take the offer on behalf of Jose Mourinho. After all, the two of you are similar in behavior, in characteristics, in jumping up and down. And a happy belated birthday to you, Coach Ayebe. They give her a cake. He can't be shy. Coach Ayebe can't be shy. Coach Ayebe behave like Jabota. I don't know the Paco. Dubai don't come out the Paco for everybody. They're like because soft. He come nice. They show love when we say Nigerian people. But wait a minute, Nigerians, why would they show people love? Like a club tell Coach Ayebe say that they help her. Coach Ayebe don't come over the club that is bad. One idiot where they abroad, form one club, Coach Ayebe the manager, they do BT, they do everything. He say they help Coach Ayebe for 20,000 where they pay, sometimes 6 months the money never come. Now Coach Ayebe don't come on the club, don't scatter. Things are falling apart and the center cannot hold. I used to hear that word a lot. We set up, we employ you, they even help you, then they're happy. And my show, they bring sponsorship. Where we say for a year, the money what they bring, and then they only get up to 10% tight of it. And you say they help me. I don't come on. Not only did the show die, Then another person having to do the show. The show name they exist again. I'm the first guy to leave, and on the show, why they do that? Say they help me. Help out. My help out. My help out. Oh God, Nigerian people. I also look at the laugh. And the look who are not talk. Chelsea are eyeing a summer move for Portugal and Benfica striker Goncalo. I know that this name will soon come up for Chelsea's reader. Goncalo Ramos, 21. Let's hope they get him because Chelsea don't really get striker. All of a sudden, have you noticed that all the talk about Osimhen have died down? Well, something is not right. Inter Milan want to tie Italy centre-back Alessandro Bastoni, 23, down to a new contract amid interest from Manchester City and hope that they can put a buyout clause that says 150 million euro. Barcelona are confident they can sign Portugal fullback Joao Cancelo from Manchester City this summer. The 28-year-old is currently on loan at Bayern Munich, and now the current coach, the new coach Thomas Tuchel, I told him, yeah, you're not cool for me. I might be too cool, but you're not cool. I don't like you. You're Bono. I don't like it, Bono. I like cold ice cream. Like when they did my son's surgery, doctor say he cannot eat hot fruits and only ice cream. Now, so they give the boy ice cream. Now the boy now they use our blackmailers. Daddy, I want ice cream. My throat is doing this. Worry, Papa. At last, I say, take her. If I give you ice cream, you will cough. I say, if you just talk ice cream, I start to cough. Daddy, what is wrong with you? Is the ice cream? Nah, it does stop. I mean, you go buy ice cream every day. You can't get JD. Calm down. Be calming down. Nowadays, they used to give us bitter leaf. Wash bitter leaf water in the morning. They say the clean body. I say my inside body. I drink more overnight. Mama, Idafi, well done. No. Mama, I say, okay, well done. Well done. Wherever you are in heaven. Well done. I just agree to you. I don't agree to you. Even you ask when you die alive, nothing you ask when you die now. I agree to you. They say you're looking over me. I just agree to you. Drink that. They're not give you that one. They'll give you 7 keys to power. Did anybody drink 7 keys to power when they were growing up? 7 keys to power. If you drink that, raise your hand up here. 7 keys to power. No matter how you find rich, if you like maybe Donald Duke, you drink that tea, you must have a passenger or Oshomole's face. You must have one. So on Ganduje's face, something must happen to you. Something happened, and I know he touched me and made me like this. Yeah, something must happen to you. Oh, let's push it forward, though. Manchester United have been in talks for weeks over signing Jeremie Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen, who will want 50 million euros, which is about 43.9 million pounds for the Dutch fullback. 22. This is a small boy that year. Big money for soon. Barcelona and Bayern Munich have followed Manchester United in meeting with Frimpong's agent over a potential move from Bayern Leverkusen this summer. Leverkusen needed 2 quick set players, but they sell one. I could go. AC Milan have reached an agreement with Rafael Leao over a new contract for the Portugal forward who is 23 to stay longer. Then anybody that wants him now cannot pay a king's ransom. Yes. This guy said drink chloroquine. I always pass ordained Dickey, sorry. Arsenal have made West Ham 25-year-old England midfielder Declan Rice the prime target this summer after cooling their interest in Leicester Belgium midfielder Yuri Tillemans 25. Please, Arsenal, sign that guy. I'm telling you, you will thank me later. Arsenal could also make a summer move for Feyenoord stocky midfielder Orkul Koki 22. That's a good player. It's a good destroyer. It's a good, he gets some footwork, get longer short passes, like in the mood of Xabi Alonso, and he can hit the shot too. West Ham boss David Moyes, the Isoko man, will remain in charge for Saturday's game against Fulham, despite Wednesday 5-1 home defeat by Newcastle United. It's because they don't find a coach. The coach will want me to replace and not sell. Francois Mbappe, 24, features prominently in Paris Saint-Germain's video to promote season ticket renewals for 2023-2024. But there is no mention of Argentine forward Lionel Messi, 35, or Brazil forward Neymar, 31, according to La Parisienne. Okay, Austrian midfielder Marcel Sabitzer, 29, would consider making his loan move from Bayern Munich to Manchester United permanent deal because he doesn't know if he will play regularly at Bayern. But Thomas Tuchel, he said, no. Come back here. Come here. We will send this Loni, Goncalo Ramos, they stay 1 week. He's moving everywhere like Tibi. We'll send him back and we'll bring you to come and be a stabilizer here. That's your name after Sabitzer. You are a stabilizer. I mean, you want to go to Sabitzer Forest. Okay. Arsenal are stepping up their effort to sign Switzerland midfielder Jeremie Frimpong, 26 from Eintracht Frankfurt. He's playing well, but make it come Arsenal a couple of well. Because some other Switzerland player will not get some, we don't do well at all for Arsenal. Granit Xhaka, it takes forever before I do well. West Ham and England winger Jeremie 126 is wanted by Newcastle. Newcastle, and this guy players now. What's up? I put it to you guys that when Newcastle qualify and play the Champions League next season, and they keep signing these English players, all these below the radar players, they will not make top for next season. If they continue like this, they will not make top for next season. Newcastle cannot combine Champions League and the league with this type of players. They will know that the water where they melt skin, now the ticking egg. That's what this life just be. Leeds United will look to sign on loan United States midfielder Weston McKennie, 24, who never mentioned their name, join this player. They've mentioned everybody's name. What do you mean? Yeah, permanently from Juventus if they avoid relegation from the Premier League. I like that condition. Turkish club Atlet SK say that Manchester City, Atletico Madrid, and Sevilla have made offers for their Turkish defender Efe. Yes, Efe Sarikaya. Okay, Efe is his name. That's all those people that follow Agadez, that follow street, road, map, go abroad that year. They can't go bump your king. Can't get half Turkish name, their mama are Turkish or something, and papa, they all get Turkish name to put in the passport. Yeah, Valencia Uruguay striker Edison Cavani 36 says he is not thinking about retiring. So if you're thinking about that one, it's not for him. Let's talk about the shitty club. Tottenham have taken Scottish defender Ben Brennan 16 on trial from Kilmarnock before potential move. As bad as Tottenham, that's the kind of player that they're looking for. That tells you how terrible it's going to be. What's that player that they signed for Nottingham Forest? He's not even playing in the team anymore. It's not. He went ahead. They were forcing everybody not to touch the player that they want to sign it. Well, now let me leave Tottenham Hotspur. Let me come to my people. What are you guys saying? Let's start with Instagram first. I'm coming to you guys on YouTube. I'm coming, but let's start with Instagram first. And on this Easter Friday morning, the first person that came up with a comment on Instagram was Olaoluwa Bamidele. He said, we would not be comfortable with Lampard. We're better comfortable. Go shop corn, Agbado. He said, we would not be comfortable with Lampard. No, we will not. We will not. The Joy Photography said Mustafi. Okay, yes, remind me of Mustafi that time. You can say Mustafi and Socrates, your papa don't lost. And then somebody else. Okay, the Joy Photo. It said Arsenal don't suffer. Sha. Yes, not true. Mr. Senna says, I beg, I did office. I not fit laugh at that. How you they work on you be media person? Are you a police or you a doctor? You go laugh. A public holiday, they cannot sack you for laughing. Nobody's ever gotten sacked by laughing. Well, I got sacked for doing good. So it's possible some company or God, they be demons. Not only got sacked, I was haunted. Hey, Jesus, it's a really don't worry. The revolution will be loud. You see what Russia and Ukraine are doing to America? It will happen. Turn by turn, and so like me. When I go hear from me, they never see me coming. Oh God. You know that thing waiting for Bible. I like Bible because there's always something that's give me a platform to build up. So I will visit the sins of the father, not the mother, of the father to the first, second, third, and fourth generation. If anybody asks me for forgiveness, that's the scripture I showed to them. Say, forgiveness is for you. I tell you, so I get problem. God, when they visit sin, I might not create his image and likeness. Your children go hear from me. Don't worry. Hey, this as soon as I not to suffer for this life, I beg. We need joy, I beg. We really need joy. Joy photograph. They said they need joy, and I joy show. Joy photograph is saying Mustafi and Louis in defense equals own goals. See a mighty formula. The Arsenal defensive formula is very, very crazy in its own way. But Arsenal fans, I gotta respect Arsenal. If you see an Arsenal fan, show them some respect. I don't know why people see they try beef Arsenal. Okay. Papa Jumal say good morning, Oga Edafe. Talk about Mbappe and PSG Palava. I don't talk about them now. That boy is digging his own grave, but he doesn't know yet. Saviki say all old players that join Chelsea from Arsenal always excel, but those have moved in the opposite direction always see their career die. I don't understand. All players that join Chelsea, okay, yeah. No, because Chelsea they produce, then they give us better thing. Chelsea they pay them to destroy us now. They say Chelsea's biggest rival in football is Arsenal until they can't grow big. So I wish that make the destroy Arsenal for now because they always spend on the things we don't do that for many years in the past. It always bite now with this, so they pay them to call destroyers. Well, somebody say, good morning, sir. Please, sir, I wanted to ask if Israel Adesanya can win tomorrow because I have, you have cast bet. I thought you had Dickie the bet. Or then Dickie the bet. Hey, this church, for they need to probe the pastor, who are they, you, the bishop, who are they, you. Dickie the bet. You the pledge about, you know, cast. Dickie, you the bet. Oh, hello, Bala. If I advise you. And Koloko, you bet. You put one up. And this I will wait for you. You collect your money. Oh, God of heaven. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's see. All these players and coaches Chelsea are going after. Are they propaganda? Like obedient. Obedient is sponsor. Can I make nice one? Stepanik, he said Okocha and Amokachi have Turkish name too. When they are playing in Besiktas and Fenerbahce, they give them Turkish passports. Bros, we know that. We know. Why are you reminding us again? You're taking us away from your betting proclivities, your betting addiction, your gambling addiction. Sheriff Dean, he said, bros, good morning to you. He said, boss, do you mean Arsenal should sign Declan Rice or Tielemans? Sign the two of them. That's what I mean. Sign the two of them. Tielemans is not free agent now. That shouldn't be a problem. Sign him, just let him be there. I don't think that Jorginho will be better next season. So you need bodies because we play Champions League, play FA Cup. Tell her this season where they just get knocked out of all the cup competition. No, now. Somebody say, he said, I did bet to sir. It's not easy for Nigeria. Okay. Nigerian situation will alter your religion. You will alter your religious principle. You never say anything. You go put God aside. Hey, my people in the west side of life, let's come this side. Hope there's no dicky here that is betting. I say you're a fool. I say you're very, very foolish this morning. It's a great day anyway. Choose 9,000. He said, good morning, boss. Long time being on the show. How about the young man always with you in the studio? No longer with us. He's preparing for his exam and he has to do his A-level. What's it called? Is it A-level? Yes. He has to do his exam so that he can get into the university. So there's more need for focus on that. Seems like the football talk is distracting him. So there's a change of approach. Lord Mayor, he said Lampard appointment is not a bad one to me. Let's see what happened. Boss, say no greetings, so and you see the greet. Let me anoint you. Let's see if he can win Chelsea fans' heart. Every time he said, yo, my guy, that my Arsenal jersey, we fine, we gallant. That's the guy that got it for me. So I'm wearing Ben Election's jersey. Oh God! Say, I paid 20K to buy the jersey. I'm always going to talk about it. That it's not like okay, I have the money or probably I'm showing off. But I felt a sense of pride that I was able to buy a club jersey. I've been trying to buy Rangers jersey, any good Rangers jersey since 2006. Till this already, I've never seen that one. Even the people who be Rangers fan, and make out one day, all the people who promised me Rangers jersey, till today, I don't see. God will judge them. Eze Patrick, you say this jersey look even better on you. Yeah, I'm kind of footballer and I have a broad shoulder. You know, understand my chest show, my face shine. Now my face is shining. It's anointing on the face now. And I tell you, don't pour. Everything show it pure. You know, understand everything surrogate the enter well. That man say, Eze Patrick, your heart strong for Sunday match. So they'd always beat us now for Anfield, so your heart go strong. Eze Patrick say, Lord Mayor, I get stone heart for the rest of the season. Nothing is shaking in. Yes, it shall be like Mount Zion that cannot be shaken until Arsenal go to Anfield and beat the 10-0. You go no say Not be on Christ the solid rock. It was standing. It was standing on sinking sand because all other ground is sinking sand. Oh God, that's my mother's special song. When my mother won't beat you now. My mother, if you start to hear that song, my mother they do something for kitchen. All of a sudden, she start to do kitchen work without calling anybody. Don't know say somebody will take beating this night. Especially that they PM or they cut onion or something. They, oh, Christ the solid rock I stand. She'll come take a break. She'll come like all of the ground is sinking sand. Somebody's going to take it. Somebody will collect. My mother was a cultist. Somebody will collect very soon. And it could be you. And sometimes, not be you offend them, it could be my stepdad now offend them. But somebody is about to collect. Once you're hearing that song, somebody is about to collect. Not because I ever catch my stepdad cheat. But now when they think back, and they be like, say, maybe my stepdad cheats. Because we don't even know it's the best woman. Nobody else did it. Oh, Christ the solid rock I stand. All of the ground is sinking sand. Oh God, Mama Idafi, I want for you your time. You were a memorable woman. Oh, Steve Oko say Arsenal prediction boss. Arsenal will beat Liverpool now. What I will predict? Beat Liverpool now. 3-1 other match behind. Will beat Liverpool because we just discuss of their 11 years of beating Arsenal and Anfield. They increase. They know that they want me on my Idafi call sinking sack for them. I beg you. Let me say Chester to una not fit beat Arsenal. Say it with your full chest. Ibrita say, I can't believe I'm craving akara and ogi at 4 a.m. Yeah, you can take a Nigerian child. Don't try and kidnap a Nigerian pikin. It will disappoint you. All this see what would they look Oyibo country. Not be say we like them and their money we like. But would they honest, more confess. You see in Nigeria, not place in this world, sweet rich Nigeria. Now, when you don't go abroad, you know this feeling of we, even though say we want to make Nigeria develop, some things we don't want to make come Okada, Keke, Mama Put can never come up for Nigeria. No. But they're not just trying. If they want to develop Nigeria, they develop some place. They make one state today where bullet train go very fast. Where Mama Put go day everywhere, all those Okada riding, everything go all day. Now just now Disneyland be this. To enter Okada and feel the breeze. Ooh. You don't understand. To go tell you, see, but that Shaki, that one, okay, that roundabout, hey, that thing is sweet. That thing, I don't know how they do now. But I give me akara 200. Give me ogi. Push sugar, when I push sugar now, put milk. You see this conversation? Nothing sweet, Richard. For abroad, you know, the fact say for abroad, almost everything I'm machine going to deal with you. It not just make sense. It not just enter at all. You know, go. You know, be like Ma Woligo or Mama Ebu pepper stew. You know, it don't enter. You know, just walk. Mama Robert jollof rice on Saturday for generator. Hey, Ashuka Balagada. All those things, I be the Nigeria. Forget all this one where he a Burj Khalifa. I went to go and eat at the restaurant in the Eiffel Tower. Forget romance not be everyday thing. Serenade people. The music was nice. I ate Italian pasta. Shut up. Akaranogi. He beats that thing. Party jollof rice. Hey. But you know what? Give me rice, but I said, yeah, you don't pass me. That. Sweet Nigerian people, they like, is this sports? Is this still talking? Forget, I'm just telling you, you know, like you can log out today, not be on today, log out, you keep me. After Easter Friday, people are supposed to be on break. As a part to say, Lord Mayor, right now, we not fit even beat Bendel Insurance right now. Salute, I like that. I like your honesty. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall what? Set you free. You are free, and who the Son of Man shall set free is free indeed. You see, you are a very honest man. God will bless you. Good measures, pressed down, shaking together, running over. Shall God deliver men to give unto your bosom and also my bosom? You cannot only your own because Abraham blessings are mine, not yours. If I be pastor, I could be problem for my church. My church member just see my selfishness finish. All right. Every time I say, make una like this video now. I don't even beg them again. I don't give up. I've made up my mind that Nigerians, most people for this Nigeria, now breast I one day I go do the show naked. At the time when I go shop, I go there here naked. My wife will kill me if now. For say, I bring one girl, because they do blow job, we just do the show. Una go like, una verse, una like, una gossip, una like, but I go trend. That's how I go know, say this is serious. I go keep myself, research. They tell myself, I'm going to sleep, I'm going to talk on my sleep. I want to do the show. I want to make it funny. I want to make a day exciting. I want to make a day memorable. I go finish. Now give me 7 likes. That means wish the world now. And then when someone give me super chat or give me money, just like the video. If not be 1,000 people in the video, like and click the thumbs up button. Witchcraft, wishes and lizard, they're not going to agree. Man, they see I be telling them, not they beg them. As about to say, if Arsenal wins at Anfield, then they are champions. Naji, say Liverpool will crumble in Anfield. This is a season of first. You see, my problem with everybody going in one direction, I can put my motor for reverse. Now that everybody's saying Arsenal will win, now I am worried. I came in this morning, I came in like a wrecking ball, but now I'm living like a meow cow because the way everybody's saying Arsenal will win, that's not the spirit of the Lord. The spirit of the Lord is not in many voices. There is always one prophet that is standing aside. God ask Ahab, he will tell you 450 prophets of Baal, they did not speak truth to him. Okay, let me say, boss, somebody say Arsenal no fit get 8 points for this month of April. They don't already get 3 points, meaning that it remain, it remain 5 points, for the month of April. Okay. Tell that somebody say, what to be most prized possession apart from your wife and children? Make it put them on the line. I use my studio bet against them. If you happen, you can take over my studio. This studio first gets $3,000 in the YouTube channel alone first. I just did that. I will never even touch them. So that's a collateral right now. So dollar is very, very important to anybody. Even though see China and Russia, they try to crumble the dollar. It will take time. Not be this building, this dollar is in God the trust. They still put in God the trust there. So God still protect us more. Okay. He said, it's support is all. He said, Mingo Bros. Brando, please, if you don't mind, can you explain to me why Abramovich had to sell? No, he did not sell it. Don't Chelsea, because the matter is not really clear for me. Text. So he not sell up. Then William, because the way you take time is, I'm not saying the original area boy. So not the area boy like Agbero area like Worry boy. So let me talk it in pidgin English so you understand. You see, Roman Abramovich carry a club. He called the Waka, they go. All those ERA boys, all those generator boys, whether they call Boris Johnson and the Americans, they call William for back office college. As they William, they call Colombian, they call Taineka like militant, they call kidnapper, they call say the ransom at the club. Now I mean the thing with it because he not sell up. If you sell something, the money will come to you. Now the money not go to him. So he not sell the club. They thief the club for you. So he can swear for them. Say anything when I use the club do, now not go prosper. When I not gonna get sense, now I'm not gonna do. I mean that one. I mean that, but I don't let you know as I worry, boy. You know, so the cost will always be. They rape him, take the club for you. So tear club everybody. So now, so you know get a Bella Gottman. So this Chelsea, all the people be Chelsea fan now start supporting us now. But not kind of raz and noisy behavior come with us. So we are a very decent, responsible group of people, a very loyal, committed, dedicated people. We're not noise making, bad Okada mechanic people. So don't come here. We are engineers, we're not mechanic. I just tell you that. Every time I say Torreira in Aki Ababa family, now I have had it. Oh, sorry, no verse, sorry, no verse. Not a verse on me. You see, if I'm in this mood, if I'm in this element, just enjoy the show and move. Every time I say, I didn't know that it was this funny. Oh, you don't know me. You don't know, oh, Franca, you don't know me now. I can be very serious, so, like atomic bomb, but at the same time, I can torture you. But the team is saying, what team maybe they quick bring this part of me, be say, once I do, I'm at the line, they give me money. And right now, nobody's giving me money. Keodofia, I say, Baba, this Chelsea matter. It be like when Donkey married Dragon for the movie Shrek. They don't know whether to spit fire or come out like Donkey mixed DNA. Wahala dey. Na Merlin go speak to them. Don't that watch Merlin? Merlin, the funniest place of, if you've watched Merlin, what's your funniest part of Merlin? I'll tell you my funniest part, but just give me, if you've watched Merlin, for those of you who watched Merlin, what's the funniest part of that film for you? Need the thing with the funny for me, different for other people. But just tell me your own. I will tell you my own before the show run out. We'll get like 6 more minutes before we go. I say prayer and fasting works for you. The heart is what really matters. Okay, the heart. I know, man, about all the prayer band leader one, no, none of them get money. All the people will get money for church and pastor, and then they pray and fast. When they want car, if pastor, nobody knows the pastor what car, you say, look, everybody contribute money. If you go meet pastor, say you got problem, you say, let us pray. And the prayer, and they never solve your problem. So in that they work, there's no evidence to prove it to me. Please, this is me. I'm sharing my own experience here. Sister Oshonogo, well, they worried that she be the prayer leader of one place they call Battle House. Mama Queen. Now she could take over all of them. Now we are very kidded. Actually, I don't think go school, nothing. They went from block house to plywooders like us. My mother, they go for prayer to prayer. Every day, Tuesday, they go prayer. They fast. We shop biscuit, drink Linka, drink Fanta Tire. We almost get diabetes from drinking Osu. Now, if you grow up over, you know what I mean. God's Grace Ministry. Before I become God's Grace, it was in Anglican. You go to that church, you see people hit Fanta, carrying biscuit full everywhere. Pray, put for nothing happen. People see they fail anyhow. Pray, finish, say, go and write this exam. Angel will open your brain and put book. Then they tell us many, many lies. Say one man just sleep, he not go school. God just angels. He just there for a dream. Just say angel they operate the brain. Put book inside. He can't write millions of books. Well, both you. In Apple, people fail anyhow. Roma, my brother. Roma Isaiah Prince said the English press and interest are just hoodwinked or bully. Yes, now when he call bully people take their money. They'll go siphon all your money finish. He goes so sack from Lampard pay a big money. Michael, he said the network is bad. This man, no, the network not bad. You're bad. Your network is terrible. For year, they see the network meter. It is very perfect. You have a very bad. I'm sure you are gay. I'm sure you are using glue. Glow. You are glow. You are glue. I can see you are glue. Yes, you are glue. That's the worst interview I've ever seen in my life. Let me say prayer and fasting, they work. Oh, it depends on the person. Consider money, they depend on the person. If I give you 1 million naira now, it not depend on who receive them. That money, the value is cashable. If I give you $10 million check, the value is the same with everybody. Why prayer will depend on the person? What is wrong with you people? Prayer and naira. Which shall be prayer. Dollar is powerful everywhere. In every country, dollar is powerful. Pounds, euro, they are powerful everywhere. Why would prayer be dependent on the person? My friend, when I stop this thing, look all the people where Jesus healed for Bible. Which one? They say, this one. Now, depending on this person, I make a blind Bartimaeus. And this, someone has stopped. Stop. Yamidana might say, make a teta, no go play, you never walk alone. So oh God, Amazon, look at what you've done to us. Even my sister is bantering us. Oh God, look at what you've done. Let me say, yeah, stop it now. Now old us now be now uncompetent. That time we're uncompetent building. Yeah, me then I say, look at Modric. Okay. Comment plenty. I need to start rushing on. Yeah, you know, I say happy Good Friday, Big Uncle E. I have a question, sir. Is it possible for a top flight coach to manage a football club and a national team at the same time? Yes, we've seen quite a few of that in time past, okay? But you see, the thing about football these days, the football job is now a lot more all-encompassing. So I don't think a top flight coach can do that anymore because the job of the coach is become a lot more expansive and broad-based. So it's hard for you to say you can leave your coaching job, especially most times the job that will be vacant for you is for you to leave that country and go to another country, flying, burning carbon, and the rest. I don't think it's possible anymore, but it used to be possible. We've seen that happen in time past, but I don't think it is possible now anymore. Okay, it's all said. You said Madrid is age final after 30. What of Pello? Modric did way better than Pello after 30. Now, listen, Pello is one of my all-time greatest football player, but after 30, Modric have done final, like better. At age 27, look at Modric have not won a single title in his career. Right now, it's got about 5 UEFA Champions League. After 30, all this one came. He's won the Ballon d'Or. He's gone to the World Cup twice, semi-finals, second place and third place. It's the achievement of Luka Modric after 30 have been untouchable. The only person in that circle is Cristiano Ronaldo, who after 30 have scored more goals than Ronaldo scored in his entire career. Right? After, if you, there's no player, not even Zidane, there's no player that have shown the level of consistency that Luka Modric have shown after 30 in world football since 1930 up until now. Go and do research and come back. Right? Yemi Dana might say, I'd love to make we still talk. I am an Arsenal fan. I am an Arsenal fan too. Jubril Ajifola says, yes, Alebate, you don't use your worker's voice or video to promote your band without seeking their consent ahead. Okay, so let me educate you on this one. When you sign a football contract, there's a part of it that says that your club have your image right. That's why they have all the big money that they get paid. The thing is, Mbappe, let's call it what it is. Mbappe is just being recalcitrant. Did he have a clause in his contract that, like in Cristiano Ronaldo, the last contract is signed with Madrid, he put a clause there that he wants his image rights separated from the club. And Cristiano Ronaldo took the image right and sold it to the owner of Valencia for £40 million because the owner of Valencia was a media person who was doing some media business in China, Asia, Saudi Arabia, and the rest of them. And he used Cristiano Ronaldo's image. That's a different thing. If you don't have that clause on it, the contract, the football contract, is clear there that the club have the right to you as an entity, your image, the content, the property. Premier League, see, the Champions League will use Mbappe's image when they are promoting it. Can Mbappe go there and say you can't use it? Did the Champions League pay him salary? FIFA will use his image. Did FIFA pay him salary? What's it called? UEFA will use his image for Euros when they're promoting Euros. Did they pay him salary? We've seen UEFA use Mbappe's goal against Argentina. I mean, FIFA uses Mbappe's goal against Argentina. Mbappe is just being recalcitrant and being an idiot. Let's call him what he is. I want small boy will just show up. I will call the Balefra. See, let's call Mbappe what he is today. Mbappe is a recalcitrant fool, an idiot. Nobody should bear the word about it. I've signed football contract. I've run teams. I know how this whole contract is developed. Unless clearly stated, and obviously from the report, go and read on the report. There is nothing. I've gone back to check the details of his contract. There is nothing that preclude Paris Saint-Germain from using his image. The clips of his image is a property, is a clear property of Paris Saint-Germain, just as it is a property of the league. And Paris Saint-Germain have the right. That's their property. They can't shade you off it because, see, Mbappe is not even complaining because they use it. He's complaining because they didn't put Messi and Neymar. So to him, he felt, why would they use him if those two are too big? Why are they not using them? Oh, shut the fuck up, man. Stop talking nonsense. You know, it never makes sense. It's talking like you don't get sense. It's not if he say they're not infringing, make it sue them. May they go court. Why is he talking from? Why is he allowing the talk come out in the media so that tomorrow he will not go and deny? I'm not the one who somebody took my phone and shut up. Nonsense talk. That boy is just being foolish, like completely foolish. Okay. Yamina might say, how on earth should Todd think Lampard can change the fate of Chelsea? Anyway, I'm happy to be top of the league. Or top of the league, or top of the league, or top of the league. Bros, now, what did I do again? Why is this guy laughing like jackass now? Everybody say the 7 keys to power. Hey, I run till my mama hold me, put me in between her laps, force me. That thing, I don't care who you be. Like, my son, when Tega was born, they say he had John this, one. They can't say, may they put 7 keys up. I said, no. One of my wife's auntie. I said, no, 7 keys apart. This boy, he fine, but you get Arabian face. If you give this boy 7 keys apart 5 times, at this small age, your face go ugly. I don't want. That cannot be the cure. We have to. Jaundice is vitamin D. We have to expose him to the sun. We have to do blue lights. We now have to put him in a box in the hospital. That's why we spend extra 3 days in the hospital because that 7 keys to power. I make my face be like this now. It was past monkey way lick line. Oh. You know one of the monkeys, the monkeys for monkey family. It's called marmoset. Go and search marmoset. That's the worst monkey. That one face, if you sell for money, Your whole day will be destroyed. No. I said, no, auntie, no. You cannot give my son 7 kids. 7 kids. I'm gonna be number 3. Say, okay. He had when they grind, they put for water, you drink. That one hard. That cost 7 kids of power. Hey God, that's the devil's agbona. It's tired for me. My wife, people that say this man, and then they want it to touch each other. I don't want tribal mark, flog my picky. They do shout for them anyhow. We're going to have a problem. We're going to have a sit down and talk. I will talk to you in the way you don't like. Hey, Mayor Mike, I say yes. So Lord Mayor, he said, Dicky also, yes, he needs to take some things. Mayor Mike, I said, what is your comment on the Falcons going forward? It's good till the contract of this coach finished. I promise you guys I won't say anything until they sack him and bring in ex-Falcons players that have been winning and been doing well. There's nothing that can come out of this wardrobe. Nothing. Leo, they say, Buongiorno to you. You don't take me back to those days where we they eat cocoa and akara after morning bed, after the sweet. Don't let anybody deceive you. These here. Some people say, no, it's back. It has, water they used to make it. You have bacteria. Now lie. We'll be eating this thing since. They say it cause cancer, it cause genetic. Now lie. From the pit of hell. Sponsored by fast food people who really lie to us. Roma Isaiah, please say, those combo are why we like Nigeria. 1, bread and water. Bread and water and palm food. He said bread and stew. Oh Lord, if you the lalo, you take the bread like the corner like this, squeeze out. Oh, it's sweet die. Especially when the stew just thick for one kind of dry stew. That be that not be stew. I don't know what you remember the stew. That not be stew. Dry stew. The granite can be separated from amongst them. Because just separate himself. Oh, there's a scripture for everything. You just put I just go like your lalo. Oh Lord have mercy. You will see. Say that is the year that King Uriah died. I saw the Lord. You will see the Lord. That's some food in Nigeria that will make you see the Lord. He said bread and stew. 3, bread and tea. Should be. My mother will should the bread inside the tea. That thing is so disgusting, but my mother like it. I don't feel wash up. Number 4, bread and beans. This guy is coming to my area now. What of bread and plantain? And then bread and noodles, bread and butter, bread and akara. Israel, you are a foodie. Officially, you are a roommate. You are a foodie. Bread and granules for the poor people. Bread and jam. No, that butter. You don't come up for land. You don't come up for street. And bread as oh God, you squeeze the bread like this. You ever squeeze the bread like this? Lucky special bread. You squeeze it, and then you put hole in the middle, and then you put the good spot. Oh God, and then you eat it. So you love like that. Oh, yeah, you are in the ministry. Leo, they say as for Asma, come Sunday, I do hope for good weekend and also for my Isan brother from Napoli. Boss, I enjoy the show. Thank you very much. It's support is all say. Oh, thanks, bro. Now, Obuko now I know they have, so I guess follow up with another account. Your account that they plenty. Mayowa Michael, they say I enjoy your program this morning. God bless you. Bless you too, my brother. Pay your tithe and offering to my bank account. Oduni Remileko say Arsenal will beat Liverpool at the Anfield this weekend. There are too many fake prophets speaking right now. Now we are confused. Out of the mouth of many fake prophets, a word is not established. Now I'm worried. Okay. I was planning to do watch along this weekend for the Arsenal game. I was planning to do watch along. But the way people have been responding to my evening shows, if you notice, I don't do it yesterday. It don't make me the fear say I'm not going to do this watch along. Because I don't feel just sit down there, they talk, and then they watch match, and then people know they along to the enjoy. Because if we do watch along, and then the banter they read the, we'll try one watch along. And this Arsenal Liverpool does look like the watch along game anyway. Odin Rebeleka says Arsenal will beat Liverpool at Anfield this weekend. Here's a Patrick. He said, okay, sir, Odin Rebeleka, that's somebody who is planning like Chiwiti Leagu. He said, okay, sir, he would not do you like this. Snake will not crawl out of your nose. Odin Rebeleka say, oh, you see there here. Immediately I say bread and red oil akara. That one is the best place to eat that thing is either Auchi or Kogi Igala. Or that Alamabro. When you go to Igala, find one place called Alamabro. Their own akara is on a different level. Not be this small what they do for such. That one is hey oil akara and that be expert. Here's the Patrick say everything about Nigeria is sweet. Now government, they run us street. I mean, that I might say I will forever be loyal to bread and akara, even if it end up at the White House. And they tell you anywhere I end up. Oh, Tosi Iloyoma, they say you don't try agege bread and coconut before. I think I have. I've eaten that before. I mean, coconut was like a normal thing for us because I mean, I live where so many coconut trees. I live by the rivers of water. So I have so many coconut trees. With the other kind go up, wait to go fall, we break up. Coconut was a regular thing in my house. And then my stepdad is from Okarekuku in Baramatu Kingdom. His father had like the longest stretch of land in Baramatu, and them get the land there. All the coconut trees in that place is owned by Chief Robobafa, the late Chief Robobafa. You see, sack of Gary, they bring coconut to give us because nobody to eat them. It does for food or pillar. Bring crocodile, give us, bring dry fish. Jesus, my childhood was poor, but not for food. For where food in we have food. That's why today I don't understand how person could eat food without meat or without fish. Like I can't deal. I can't relate to that thing. I've never had to deal with that. Yeah, me that I might say I will forever. Okay, I think I sit down. I sit down to Patrick say, yeah, me that I might that combo is king at Koso in Oyo State. Yeah, me that I might say I saw all these fake prophet talk say them see who come to as president, and here we are today. He not be like that. Is it Patrick? He say, Tosi, I shop him last night. Jesus Christ, some people coconut tree day my house. I did, but oh Jesus Christ, this boy is having fun of his life. You mean that I might say you reminded me of my grandma always getting us agege bread and banana. God rest her. So yeah, this is the point where I will pack my bags and baggages and go. But Kaz on a score 347 on this tag I say you don't try bread at my regular suya and Ijebugari or bread. I say that's my regular. And they drive from here. So Kaz, you know where they say from here to Ikoyi. For Glover Road, they go by suya. They either the guinea fowl, the chicken, or the made suya. Alaji Usman, no. Sometimes at last Usman they send a true bike because that's the best. That's suya. That's suya said they export and they go London from here. I don't know if you say good morning, bros. Somebody else bread and suya. That's the regular. That's normal. Stephanie say, maybe they can bring Florence Amagami to coach Falcons since she won AFCON before, or even Messi Akide or Perpetua Kosha. I think they should also give this lady, the Alpha goalkeeper, they should give her the chance to coach the team. And I think she's got the highest, the best certificate among all the coaches. She should be given a chance, and she's been an assistant for a while. Some people say, I know Mbappe no get sense when I heard he date someone older than it. No, that's not how you don't have sense. There's no law that says you must date people that you are older than. So I don't support that one. I don't judge people's choices of who they date. That's not my business. When love can find you anywhere, it's not a big deal. Okay. It's Shondida 2020 say, how come the most prayerful country like Nigeria is retrogressing? Let me ask them, I don't even want to join conversation about this prayer thing because it will offend some people. If I talk my mind, it will offend people. One of the richest man in the world, when I was still in House on the Rock, and this was in 2017, August, the week I got sacked. So they were doing this tape, the African Praise Experience, and he was there, Mike Murdoch. Mike Murdoch came and he said something that I will never forget. There are two people who said this thing in different perspective and context. One was to the Bismarck, okay, the Lion of Zimbabwe. And Mike Murdoch said that how we know that prayer is not in the equation of money making and have no business with wealth and success is his father. His father was a pillar of prayer. He prays. But guess what? Nothing happened. So when he was growing up, he knew he would serve the Lord. There is no, I will never come out and tell you that God does not exist because I will be a fool to say that. But you see, the thing is that God has given you brain. Prayer is not in the equation of success. Nobody, if you want to be a prayer warrior, you want to be praying for others, praying for the nations, be his guest. That he's happy to even fund you, support you. But you see that he can put a bet of all his wealth that person, he not go get money. That when you start living that life of Nothing they call your way. What you do is have a prayer life. Okay, have a place for warfare where you pray. Yeah, you can, but don't make it your 9 to 5, as some people do. I know they give me money, make I fast and pray for you. They know they ever get money. You never see any of those people they drive range. Look Nigeria, look anywhere in the world. There's nobody you can point to say this man is a billionaire because he prayed. No. Success is a product of two things. You are either offering services or you are offering a product. If you're not doing any of those two things, you'll not go get money. When I talk, this thing I do here, this is a service. I'm offering a service. I'm keeping people entertained, informed, keeping people informed in an entertaining way, using every precept that is available, legally allowable. Now, over time, it will accrue numbers and I will become wealthy. But if I sit and this 1 hour plus, why don't you still do the show? Take out the pray. I not go gain anything. Even the guy where they do what God cannot do does not exist. Why the guy not just there for a church, they pray like that, or for a house? He not go get money. You know what he's doing? He's catching on the vulnerability of the people. That's why I put them on Facebook or YouTube. Go and look at his numbers. That's where the money is coming from. That now is a service because he's exploiting the vulnerability of the people of Nigeria. We like prayer. We like hand over everything to God. Take it to the Lord in prayer. So that's it. Prayer is the key. Prayer is the key. I want to open doors. Let's say, let's not. If I tell this, I go offend people. So I don't like talk about them, but I have my own beliefs and I like to respect other people's beliefs. But in closing, let me read the last set of messages that came in. Okay, Henry Morris said that bread and coconut combo, now life eternal. Yami that I might say changing. Yes, Oluwasegun Peter, I'm not sure. He said where you never enter for this Nigeria. Olama bro for Kogi. I've been to every part of Nigeria, like every part. Name a part of this country. The 22 local government in Canada. I've been there, cool. Everywhere in this country, I have. I mean, that's my life anyway. Now, marriage made me consider one place now. Let's calm down. And then I want to build a company. So you have to sit down and watch it grow. If not, I'm a traveler. I've been to 52 countries. I've been to every state in Nigeria. I've been to half the countries in Africa. I don't try to like to the Wakao because they say now Waka and I see people sit down in one place. But having said that, the funniest part of Merlin, I asked a question, nobody gave me an answer. Of Merlin, when I watched Merlin, so I watched the film, I was just enjoying it because I like the story of the underdog. I've always loved the story of the underdog because I am the greatest underdog, right? So I was watching that movie, and remember when Merlin had to go and do incantation for the dragon to come out? That was the funniest script written. I was like, who wrote this one? That's mean there could be some things you do like Harry Potter, you do some when a dragon, Meli Mula, Genle, Kalumele. What the hell are you saying? Nonsense talk. It sounded like Isoko mixed with Kwale and a little bit of Calabari and Okrika. It's so funny every time I think about it. Well, thank you very much, guys. Hopefully on Sunday, I will try. The Spirit leads me. Okay. If you guys want to send me a message on my Instagram DM that we should do the watch along. Okay. I will not stream the match. I will not go straight. I will not get the right to do it. But when you watch the match, wherever you do, we would enjoy the gist. So if you use your phone, put your earpiece, why would the banter on it? This fun. This one that's small joke. This if you enjoy what you watch, I joke. So Sunday, prepare your mind, prepare your thing. But Mona convinced me first in my DMO. I said they go. So I don't say Mona give me money, just convince me. For the say that we don't beg money. Then they add to use negative to state cost person as I go. Well, having said that, who get bread, akara and cocoa, Mona go shop. Bread and coconut, go shop. Bread and akara, go shop. Bread and go spot, go shop. Anything where we say bread day is good. That's why even Jesus said, I am the bread of life. Right? You don't understand? Because you know, say bread is the only thing that you will see everywhere you travel to in the world. Even Tabiti or Nepal, anywhere you go in the world, you will see bread. It's the only one constant food in the whole wide world. Bread. Whether you say I'm as tortilla, shawarma wrap, as tacos, anything, there is bread everywhere you go. It's the reason why even God said He is the bread of life. That's why I tell you, my people, Unado. Bread of life, sent down from glory. Yeah, used to be that song.